Hello and welcome. Time for a quicker update. Try to get as much information in as fast as I can. So I'll quickly go over the intro. Of course, everything's within your own risk, own reward. Risk reward management, always job number one for myself. Let's start off within the coin market cap. And pretty much everything is solidly in the greens. Keyword solid. This is just no very rare situation. You're only going to get a couple, 3, 4, 5 times a decade. No. Multiple times per year. And on both sides, big green and big red. And it can be much bigger than this, of course. And it might still end up being so, as this rally that's going on is very early and such. We'll take a look at the rally on the Bitcoin side, but everything's up 8, 10, 12, 14%. And most certainly the average coin on here, not counting stuff like tethers and stuff like that, is doing much better than, of course, that of the Bitcoin price. But everything, 8, 9, 10, 12, 15% up. When you look at something like, say, MOAC, I mean, what's wrong? You're only up 1.44 in crypto next. One of the rare ones that are actually down. But we can see all these charts, how everything's just spiking up all at one time. When we look at it, on the right-hand side, 20% up for Ethos, and a lot of good games. Monaco's up 20%, 37% for Power Ledger. I had a sell order recently for that, so I'm not surprised. And there we go. So then, how does TUSD, I guess up against the dollar, right? It should be losing, but this is against the dollar, so it always should be somewhere around zero, and it is. We look at this on the daily chart, Bitcoin, 6,400. We're basically at levels not seen since the decline last on June 22nd. There has been, you can count this is either the 4th or 5th correctionary move. For the one that happened in here, because you go down, make a leg well lower than the 18, that's a leg lower. You come and you touch the blue line or the 18 average, that's a correctionary move. But you see how it counts this. I mean, that's an okay size leg, so it has another correctionary test. The first two, pretty much immediate selling. The third correctionary move had a lot of time correction, but was unable to hold on, and then the big decline. Few days in here, big decline. So here we have yet another test. We look at this on a 12-hour time frame or a half-day chart. Because it is 10:41 p.m. Eastern as I'm doing this, and it's a new day and period at like 8 o'clock, or just for the last, 2 hours and 40 minutes, most of this move is really recent. But we look at the correctionary moves amongst this one since the decline. This one in here, established, had a new low. This one here, again to the 18 average of highs. Where's your support here? Not found. I'm not going to count this touch here, but there's your support. There's your correctionary move in here. Unable to get above the 18 average of highs. And where's your support here? None found. Bottoms here. Correctionary moves. Has a lot of work within the 18 highs, but falls. Where's your support here? Well, same answer as it was before. So this is the first time now since the decline within the half-day time frame that it's managed to get over the 18 of highs. What does this mean? Well, I mean, you can look at any different time frame and you're all going to see how they close work with each other when you go from one time frame to the next. But more importantly, it's merely that of an attempt in that of reverting the trend over. Before this move happened, notice the situation in here. As the price action beforehand was in a very vulnerable situation. Because really this was well, I didn't write it down, but this was the leg lower here. Correctionary move for a half dozen or so periods, and then the red candle down. There's a lot of people who are like, okay, technical analysis, this is going to 3,000, let's sell a lot of my Bitcoin, And then holy shit, this thing is just does this to me every time. Someone may say, well, you know what, that's the way the game is played. It's all about the game and how you play it. Okay. So now short term, I mean, you're looking at how this is going to hold this move. It needs to make a significant higher low from here, because so many times a key move is going to have a failed one before it comes into place. So it wouldn't surprise me on a bearish level if it makes a failed breakout and rolls over. I don't know. I'm playing both sides in a way. Where if this is a bottom and we go up higher, great. I can maybe buy some more silver again soon. And the value of it will be worth more. Altcoins will go up well. I'll get some nice sell orders in. It'll be fun. And then I'll watch my hedge bets, which is a combination of USDT and that of TUSD, go down in crypto value or stay flat in fiat value. So be it. I'll just add to that hedge if the prices go much higher later on. For that's what I do. Let's take a look at a few other time frames before ending this, because it's still not too long. And the 3 hour, it's just some nice choppy up and down movements. A lot of nice big moves. And after they happen, what do we see with every single rally in here? Well, I guess there's not too many to look at, but you have your rally, you go sideways, sideways. I guess there are not much of rallies in here, but have this little rally. I mean, this was just some weird trading mechanisms. Then you have this little failed move. Overall, because of the straight line moves down, if you had buy orders on Bitcoin in here, you can sell a little bit here. But as far as technical analysis is concerned, obviously you can sell on the way up again. It's already gotten above this level of resistance noticeably as the price action has come up towards here. So it's already made that statement that it's ready, maybe not to revert the trend and start a long-term bull market, but at least to end this downtrend and start at least a shorter-term bull market where it can fill some of this gap. And a situation there is both bullish and bearish. And if there's going to be an extreme failed breakout for the failed move to go to 3,000, that would make more sense to me if something like that were to take place, because of how wild it seems the failed move, fast moves have been lately within Bitcoin. But I'm always going to be unsure in situations like this if these moves are going to be a legit rally, because I know oftentimes within bear markets, and I'm going to finish it off by just talking about what's very common with a lot of them, is you're always going to have that bottom, and it's known after the fact. And you're going to get signs of markets looking to revert it, and you're going to get a failed scale move, something like the move in here that usually would make a higher low, maybe even as high as that. I've seen that oftentimes. So what I'll be looking for on Bitcoin is something like that, but one may say we've already seen that. For if you look at it in this direction, no, this is not the all-time low. But when it comes down to it, I don't care much about small pierces above or below. Practically a matching hit in my book. So to have movement like this, and if it does happen to run up from here, it would be a very good time correction, obviously, but it would have been two decent rallies trying to get out of it that had major sell-offs, getting a few weak hands out of the game, as some people put it. And that's part of the common thread as well. But to go on further, and I'm going to finish it off within such, if we do have a move to 3,000. It wouldn't surprise me if it could even say have a failed move to get above something like this. Is what I'm talking about as far as how dangerous it would be as if it does something like that. That would be the scary situation. Probably below this high, but noticeably above this level here. If it does that, that would be a common thing because I've seen so many of the failed breakouts, fast moves lower, and failed breakdowns, fast moves higher. Thank you for tuning in and have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.